News 12 at 5 starts right now.
It was dangerous for everybody to be out, but they went ahead and showed up. And without that, we wouldn't have her.
A local couple celebrating the miracle of life thanks to 2 doctors, a flashlight, and despite a hurricane named Wilma. So we've heard of babies being conceived during a hurricane, but the way a Palm Beach Gardens couple produced their child during a storm is quite a story. It involves 2 fertility specialists, a dark office, and a flashlight.
That one's oh,
you smile?
As you can see, Genevieve Skatoff is a happy and healthy 4-month-old, but the way she came into this world is pretty unbelievable.
If something's meant to be, it'll happen.
Genevieve was conceived in the middle of Hurricane Wilma, but not in the traditional sense. Susan and Jeff Skatoff couldn't get pregnant on their own, so they underwent in vitro fertilization. Their embryos were to be implanted into Susan on Monday, but Hurricane Wilma hit the day before, on Sunday.
It was quite a shock to realize that the hurricane was hit much earlier than expected. And, of course, the immediate concern was the well-being of our embryos.
Dr. Moshe Peress and his lab director at Boca Fertility had every reason to be concerned. The power was off at their office, and the embryos can't survive past a certain temperature.
He said he didn't think they were going to make it through the night, and so we had to get down there immediately.
It was like an obstacle course to get to the office, and it was getting dark.
There's no lights. You can't see anything. It was pitch black on the road.
Once the couple and their 2-year-old son, Jonathan, got to the office, the embryos were ready for transfer, and they were implanted into Susan by flashlight.
So I was holding Jonathan, our son, in one arm, and I had a flashlight in the other arm to give the doctor's light to do the transfer.
Susan said she knew just minutes later that it was a success.
I got in the van, and I sat in the back with Jonathan, and I said to Jeff, I'm pregnant. I know it. I'm pregnant.
On June 6, 2006, yes, that's 666, Susan gave birth to her second child, Genevieve, a child that her mother believes was coming into this world no matter what.
It didn't matter about the weather, and it didn't matter how the transfer actually took place. She was meant to be. So. She was.
Now, the Skatoff's 2-year-old son, Jonathan, was also born through in vitro at Boca Fertility.